Alright, now we've got it apart, thank God. Here's your time bars, your other set of time bars, and there's your main, there's where your time bars right on your main shaft in your reel on your pickup attachment on a 567 John Deere. We collided with something a couple weeks, about a month ago? Somewhere in there. We had about 3 weeks worth of rain, so kind of brought a abrupt end to hay season for a while. And we originally thought we blew a bearing out, and when we got into it and started digging, this would be your this would be your right side, this is your left side of your shaft. On your baler, and that's what your right side should look like, and your left side shouldn't look like that at all. There's about 6 inches missing. Yeah. About 6 inches of shaft that got twisted, that snapped off on us, and we thought it was a bearing, and we got into it, wouldn't find out the dang shaft broke. So basically right now we got parts on order, and we went to John Deere this morning to go see if everything, they said they had the shaft in stock at our Iola store. Get there, parts guy, it was actually the shaft that goes from the PTO, from your 90-degree gearbox to, and I'll show you on the baler, to your drives. And they're like, oh, that's what drives the header. No, what drives your header is your rotor inside of one. And I'll show you in here, if you can see it's the lights, right? This shaft right here is what they had in stock at Iola. Wasn't even the shaft that we needed. It was the wrong shaft. But what drives the baler, that's your drive. That's your main drive on your baler. That's what drives this unit. Comes back, feeds into your starter roller. When your hay comes inside, this will start your bale, and then here's your rotor that has augers on each end of it, which I'll show you on the other side how that works. I didn't show you much tearing apart because I just thought it was just a bearing swap, which wasn't going to be much. There's that shaft that comes across. Runs that. This chain runs down and runs the rotor with your overrun clutch that sprocket connects to, and it runs across back over to another sprocket and chain that runs down and connects up on the left side of the baler, and you drive from the left side of your baler with this sprocket right here, which is connected on that shaft with a hex drive. And that shaft broke off on the left side, so you could still run the baler, but it'd make a banging noise on the header. So we get into it, went to find out it wasn't a bearing at all, it was a busted off stub shaft. And now we had to we pulled all the bands, pulled both, pulled all 8, what is this called? Be your time bars, all 8 of them on this machine. And we get that done. And then we had the right side was fighting us because we've never had this shaft out since we bought this unit. And the right side fought us coming off, and now we've got it apart, and we're wondering, and I'll show you here what I'm talking about. It'd be it'd be that deal where your tine bars connect in the middle on the baler. Hold that. Thank you. But yeah, this is what your tine bars all set inside of in the center of your baler, and your tine bars are offset of each other a little bit. And I'm hoping this comes because this one's wallered out just from use. That's a consumable part. You can lay that back down, Dad, please. That's a consumable part by John Deere, and it should have been replaced at 25,000 bales, but we didn't catch it in time, and we just kept running it, which that ain't no big deal, because we were going to replace it next spring when we go into first cut again next year, because I knew it was getting bad. But I knew it could get me through this year without having to do this, what we just did, pull all that apart. But that's just the way things go. But if you guys want an idea, this baler's got a roughly, give or take, 30-some thousand bales on it right now. So this was getting due to be done. We put all new cams in it last year, along with belts. I've been keeping up on this thing. I just let that slip through and not got it done. So now we're playing on getting that fixed when we do the shaft. And I wasn't expecting that shaft to fail, and it did, and it just busted. And to be honest with you guys, it just didn't break. And no, I did not slug this baler and force a slug through. We actually collided with something when we were on our last job we were baling on. And we ended up breaking 3 bands simultaneously of each other. And I think we collided with something in the windrow or something in the hayfield. It just broke. So that's just common stuff you run into. And I didn't really catch it, and we were rolling alfalfa with it last, and that's when I caught it. It was banging, and then we didn't have much out yet, much windrow out, so we just finished up, and then I told Dad we'll get busy and we'll get it apart. And then it started raining, and it didn't stop for about 3 weeks, and now we've gotten on it, and I thought a bearing was out, and then when I get in there, it was shaft broke. And I've got hay on the ground right now that needs baled, and I'm waiting on parts. So I'll keep you guys tuned. You guys will see the reassembly of this machine when it goes back together on the header and stuff. But other than that, that's about it on this baler. So if you would, give me a like, rate, subscribe, guys. There'll be some videos before or after this one. I haven't figured out which one I'm going to post them up yet, but they're going to be high-speed videos of us taking this unit apart, and then I'll show you guys the reassembly phase, and they'll probably be high-speed because I'll get the reel, the main drive line, the shaft that we're putting in that we just knocked out, the time bars, and all that. We'll put that all back together, and then I'm going to walk you through what we did like this, and then I'll come back, and then we'll do another high speed, and I'll be putting all the bands back on, and then I'll probably show you guys some footage of this machine in the field after we're done, and it should work pretty good, and there shouldn't be any noise anymore. But that's just the way things roll. So, like I said, I'll catch y'all in the next one. Bye.